Alright, introducing software that's so immaculate that it has themes that match the California rim. It's a thing that seems to be so embedded in California that rip-roaring rapids seem to be something that, well, is present in California. And Grizzly River Run tells us what we can expect from something like that. Something of nature's cause, something of nature's understanding. And while running rivers is what's part of California's flourishing nature of understanding. In California, you can go anywhere and anytime at all. The beach, the woods, the city, anywhere you want to go. And while California, in terms of Grizzly River Run, which is the route we're talking about right now, seems to be something that's immaculate. Seems to be something that is so forthcoming in terms of the rise that we see at Disney's California Adventure. Hello, my name is Logan Shaw. Welcome along the story. Today, we're going to talk about Grizzly River Run. This next historical river contact to DCA rides. Thank you for coming. Let's get into it. Grizzly River Run is a river rapids ride located at Disney California Adventure at the Disneyland Resort in California. It is similar to Cali River Rapids in the Disney Animal Kingdom, but distinctive as the rafts are engineered to spin as they descend chutes. The attraction's name comes from Grizzly Peak, the bear-shaped mountain that the rapid flows around. It was designed by Walt Disney Imagineering. In 2015, the Condor Flats area in Disney California Adventure was merged with Grizzly Peak to become the Grizzly Peak Airfield. The opening day of the ride is February 8th, 2001. The ride Grizzly River Run seems to have something embodied in it that makes it so connected to America. That makes it so connected towards the America in terms of California in itself. So that seems to have something important about California and, well, the limitless bound of things that happen in California. And that's something we can all take into consideration as something that is beautiful. Because the thing is, without the embedment of mountains in California, there would be no widespread thing to do in California. I mean, we got mountains, we got deserts, we got beaches, we got cities. I mean, California does. I'm in Michigan right now, but when I used to live in California, we had all that stuff. We had all the stuff that can compete to a nature's run in terms of a vacation that is so immaculately heavy. And that's what this ride is. It's an immaculately heavy ride full of features and understanding of the great mountaineers. California, of course. And that was something that we can all take into consideration of a ride so important to the California area. I mean, it's been going on since years in the making. And this ride is years in the making. Opening on the opening day of California Adventure, Grizzly River Run is a long-standing ride that still entertains guests to the point of understanding. And that point of understanding is this: fun. And that is something we can take away from this ride. How fun it is to be part of a ride that's so inclusive in making you want to have a water ride like this. See, Splash Mountain has been open since the 80s, and even that couldn't hold up to its time. And the great thing about understanding the worldview aspect of something like this, of Grizzly River Run, is something very, very intuitive that in itself has a great understanding of the worldview aspect of it. And for that, we go into detail. Alright, so the nature of the ride is exactly that. Emulating nature, emulating something that was in nature, emulating the water raft ride, the beautiful setting of the mountains in California. California is a gold mine when it comes to entertainment, and a gold mine when it comes to everything else. California is a long-standing ride in itself, and that's what California Adventure tried to show in the first few years of its opening. That its opening is very, very intuitive to what is actually there. And what is actually there in California is beaches, cities, mountains, deserts, and everything in between. That thing that we all count a fortune in terms of what we see now in America is something we can see in every part of our lives. California has lakes. California has rivers. California has beaches. California has oceans. California is a state to be because of how flourishing it is in everything that you can possibly understand or imagine. And that's what makes this thing so important. What is the most important thing about where you live? What's the most entertaining thing and understanding pride thing that you can say about your state? See, the thing is, my opinion, California is the best state in America because it has everything to do and some things that we don't even expect. So here's a worldview. There's something of pride in your state. There's something that makes the where you live so important. There's something about where you live in your location that makes it even interesting to live there in the first place. You as a person choose to live in a place that you want to live in. At one point in your life, you have to make the decision, where are we going to live? And how are we going to afford it? That's the downside of California, the affordability. But the upside of Michigan, where I am now, is the affordability. And being able to afford somewhere to go or afford somewhere to stay and still have the ability to do what you want to do in the state. See, the thing is, I've been on YouTube for years now, and the first few years when I was on YouTube, I was in California. I was going to Disneyland, I was going to downtown Disney, I was going to the beach, I was going everywhere, just to show you guys what that state is actually like. And although I do miss it a lot of the time, it's something that I can understand that was a great experience of my life. But I needed to leave there in order to expand and understand what I can do as a part of something bigger and better than ever before. And sometimes that's what you need to do. See, in the United States of America, there's many great states. There's many great places to live. And that place that lives in you is the place that you were always wanting to belong. See, California was that for me, because I was an adventurous kind of guy. I always liked a great adventure. I always like getting out and doing great things, and being a part of great things as well. What state are you in? What circumstance are you in? And is it living up to your dream? And is it living up to the dream you want to live in terms of the state you live in? See, every state carries its own kind of thing. And well, maybe your state can carry the thing that you want to carry. And the thing is, wherever you live, that's where the home and the heart is. So whether you live in the mountains, or whether you live in the deserts, or whether you live in the Great Lakes of Michigan, or whether you live in the high cities of New York, wherever you live is a great personality of you. And well, that great personality of you shows in the place that you live, the place where you feel welcome, the place that you call home. Now, before we go on application, here's a brief intermission. Okay, so there's a life that we live every single day. And that life we live is something that we can understand about ourselves intuitively by the place we live in as well. And the thing we understand of what we call home is the thing we want to live in for the rest of our life. Now, in some cases, we can't live in the states we want to live in for the rest of our lives. Sometimes we just live in the places we go to because our parents want us to go there, or because you have no other choice but to go there. See, some people move to America to escape the tyranny that was in their own country. And the thing is, the freedom that we have in this country, the freedom to think freely, the freedom to talk freely, the freedom to have certain inalienable rights between all Americans, is something that the whole world wants. The freedom aspect is something that people thrive for, and America thrives for as well. See, the thing is, why this goes back to a ride is because we have the freedom to go out places in which we want to go out. We have the ability to do this because the freedoms of America is written in hard ink against the tyranny of what we called the King of England. And because we have that, many things happen over a course of time. Many things in history happen over the course of time, such as the westward expansion. From east to west, that's where they were going, to see new opportunity and new land. And that thing that holds the history together implicates it, even though it's not a very good part at the beginning. The charm of westward expansion, the charm of history, the charm of the history and the ride itself is what makes Grizzly Run a home in some cases. See, the thing is, when it comes down to it, we each have a home we call home. We each have something that can represent our home. But the thing that can represent your home can only be, and it will always be, you. You can represent your home, represent the place you live, and make sure people know about it all around the world. Thank you for my application, and let's continue forward. Thank you for my long story. They're going to the historical over context of Disney California Adventure rides. There are more rides in the future, so keep an eye out for those. Also, the mission is 1,000 subscribers. You guys are going to get there by hitting the share, like, and subscribe button right under the screen. Also, hit that bell. Leave a comment if you can too. Follow my Patreon if you can as well. Thank you again, and peace.